Ravi, what we need to do is, this is the strategy document, you sent it to me, okay?
Yes,
What
sir.
we planned it. Now what you need to do, you need to create a template, Excel template. For that, you need to block like this all the rows. You have 10 test cases rows. Then you go there, you take the square one. Now you copy into clipboard and go to Excel, copy it. Okay, I'll share the Excel sheet. Now you see, stop sharing, I'll share the Excel sheet. You are able to see my Excel, right? Copied one. Okay, you have to format like this. Okay, now you need to write the headings from Word document. If you see Word document, on top there is a column wise headings are there. I'm copying the headings into columns. Okay, you see here, I copied it. हो गया ना हमारा टेस्ट केसेस अभी.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see, this is the way you need to prepare the templates for test cases. Okay, now you see here, double click here, you will get alignment. Okay, now what you need to do here, you can extend it. Now you customize this template for table के लिए. Okay, you write the heading test cases for testing credit risk ML model application done by Rahul Hotte. Okay, you are supposed to have all that information. Okay, then you increase it 14, then it will be okay. Now you can add some more columns here. Status test. What you can do here, before this we can create. I'm not going to give this Excel sheet. You need to prepare like this because you need to learn these things. Date of test conducted. Okay, then test status. After that, comments. This is the typical template we use for testing purpose. For manually, okay, there are tools have come. In tools they record all the things, but for us we don't have tools. We use manual testing, all these things in the beginning. Now let us say date of test conducted. Today you have conducted 17-04-2025. Test is failed. What is the reason here? Okay, reason is what? Validate prediction on clean file. Okay, clean test file with complete valid entries. Invalid entries were given by Rahul. To fail the test, he has given it. Okay, normally that is the expectation, right? So then what you need to do, you align it here, test cycle 1, first time testing. This is a test cycle 1 means, okay, you're going to do this way. Okay, then after that you're going to create test cycle 2. You have to pass that with you have to take the right build right data and show the results. Now you are going to create the same columns in the cycle 2 result also. Okay, so here you are making the template like this. Okay, then test cycle 2. This is in test cycle 2. Let us say tomorrow you are going to conduct it. 04-2025 passed, correct, valid test data was used to test the function. Okay, this is where you are supposed to do it. Now let us say I'm going to format it the same way you need to do for 10 test cases in the same way. Okay, cycle 1 is failure के लिए you will give data. For pass के लिए you will give data. Then you need to prepare 2 data sets. Okay, here I'll write one more thing. I will include 2 more columns. Rows I will include. Okay, entry criteria test. Okay, what is the entry criteria here? Okay, here let me format it. Entry criteria is take the wrong data to test the function failure. Okay, then exit criteria is take the right data to test the function. Okay, okay, here it should fail. Okay, here when you take the wrong data entry for okay entry criteria test you are doing, take wrong data to test function failure, it should fail. Then here it should pass. Okay, this is the model you are supposed to follow to test. Okay, here you can say this way. You have to format the same way. This formatting is very important. You need to learn all these things. Okay, because you will be sharing these test cases to ML developers also. Okay, now let us say I'm going to shift these two into the bottom. Here it should be. Okay, now you see here this results is there, this template is there. Okay, now I'm going to say here you have the results, test results, you can say. Heading, okay. Test results, it is showing here both sides. Okay, this is the way you are supposed to prepare the template. Now, what happens? 10 test cases are there. 10 test cases, 10, I have copied 6 only, example, but we can copy other test cases also. Second page test cases also from the document. Uh, okay, 6 are there. I will copy from 7 onwards up to 10 test cases. Okay. Now let me copy here. See here, you got it already. Now what you need to do, this particular columns, you need to format it for table. Okay, now it is done. Now you see here, completely test cases and report. Both are there in this. Report is nothing but in the columns it is there. Okay, here. This is the way you are supposed to prepare it. You understood, Ravi? Ravi, you are there on the call.
Hello,
Hello.
sir. Yes, sir.
You understood
Yes,
what
sir.
I
Hello.
did it
Yes, sir.
here? Okay. I am not going to share this
Yes, sir.
template. You have to work, you
You.
have to learn. Okay. Okay. You
Okay,
create
sir.
this test
Yes.
case template and share it in the WhatsApp group so that Rahul also will give. Expected data is take the wrong data. He need to give for each test case. Okay. Uh, okay. Now, uh, this should be followed it actually for every test case. Rahul, you got it right?
Means if now I have to give wrong data to Ravi, then
Wrong
Ravi
data, right data for each test case. You
uh,
need to show the results, failure is occurring or not. You need to
means
show the result with right data, pass is occurring or not, functionality.
means
So
suppose
here example,
uh,
validate prediction on clean file. Okay, clean test file with complete valid entries. Predictions are generated for all rows. What are the predictions? At the last option, you are going to generate the predictions. Am I right?
hmm, correct.
Till last options
Yes,
you need
sir.
to execute
Yes, sir.
and you need to show failed output, failed data. Okay, that data you need to analyze it and show in the demo. Then later, output file contains loan status columns with no errors. For right data it is okay. For wrong data with errors it should come right.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Yes,
Negative
sir.
test two, that is. Uh, then you see you have a two-wheeler, either bike or scooter. There is a repair came. The repair is related to which one you don't know. After going to mechanic, mechanic will say, I need to change the filter. Okay. Then he changed it. After changing, what are the tests you are doing for the vehicle? Can you tell me, Ravi? What test you are going to do?
Uh, uh, f- uh, for uh, for the first case, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
you got it repaired the vehicle. Now, how are you going to test the vehicle? Is it working or not from your side? Mechanic showing is different. The mechanic is like a ML developer. Now you are the ML tester for the vehicle testing. Now you tell me how are you going to test the
First,
vehicle?
first, I check the kick about the that vehicle. The kick is
Yes, manual
uh,
kick, you are going to check it.
yeah.
If there is auto starter, you are going to
Yes.
check that also. Then auto
Mm.
start, it is not starting. What you are going to do? What is the problem?
If auto start is not, then I'm checking the wiring of that vehicle to connect the batteries.
Yes, there can be battery problem, there can be connection problem. You got the result there itself.
Yes.
You got the solution also, root cause also. The same way, you should get immediately. I'm using wrong data. When I am using wrong data, your test is passing, your application test is passing. You should not pass it. You should tell like that how you are talking with the mechanic.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay, it is the same way software testing also. Nothing but there is no difference. Okay, but you here you need to identify what are the flaws you need to test, what are the right things you need to test. It means right functionality testing, wrong functionality testing. Both you need to keep it in mind for each test case. Now we have all 10 positive test cases. These you need to convert into negative test cases also to test the system. For that, what you are going to do?
No.
Rahul need to give wrong data. What data he has given, you need to study that also. What is the wrong data? What is the right data? What is the difference between them? Rahul might think in a different way, but you have to verify that. Now, let us say Kickstart is not
Sir,
working. What is the value? What is the issue here? If manual kick is not working, means in bike or scooter anything, what could be the reasons?
there is the engine. There is the engine problem.
Yes, engine problem, oil is over, engine oil is over or something, okay, or petrol is over even, okay, tank is
Yes.
empty, you did not identify that. Okay, because you came on resort to the mechanic
Yes.
and hurry, that is consumed, petrol is consumed. Okay, now you are going to check the tank and you are going to check the oil also. Okay, then after that, if you find there is a lack of oil or anything, you are going to fill that and retest it. So filling is what, with right data you are filling the application.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so your mindset should be
Yes.
converted into QA area, quality assurance and testing area. How you are checking the vehicles, how you are checking any typical thing. You take anything gas stove, typical gas stove. If new cylinder comes, how are you going to test it? You are going to connect it, you are going to on the switch. After that, you are putting the this one fire. Then if it is not working, what happens? What are the issues? You need to identify. There can be tube issue, there can be regulator issue, there can be burner issue. All these in the pipeline, they are there. But here, when Rahul gave the plan, all the things, you understood very well about this model, its design, its development, its coding, all the things. Now you need to identify negative test cases also to fail the system.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is the purpose of doing this one. राहुल आपको समझा है ना कैसा स्ट्रेटजी प्लान करता है टेस्टिंग वाला.
But sir, वो अभी this first validate the prediction. So if I give
No, no,
the
no, 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 no. Here you need to understand, Rahul. It is not only your demo we are doing it. We are doing for Ravi's QA role demo also
ah
here.
correct, that's correct. Means, but I have to
Hmm.
give the that data means wrong data. So I
Yeah,
have to.
you no, no, no. You give first to right data only. Later
Hmm.
you give wrong data also. For each test case, you need to have one wrong data, one right data.
Because suppose that second point handling missing loan amount, correct?
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, because that my model, if there is
No, no,
a
no. Hold on. There is a testing sequence people will follow in live. The testers will follow as per the test case ID. First test case, you will see positive and negative. Then after that passing is over, okay, result are positive, then you will move to another test case. There is a test schedule will be given according to the number of test cases. Let us say what you need to do if he is working in the QA testing, you need to prepare the schedule. What are the test cases he is going to test on first day, second day, third day, like that, for testing execution purpose. He is not going to plan you as you desire it. He is a different person totally. Ravi's case. Okay, you are a different person. You are worrying about your functionality, passing, getting through all these things. But his role is to identify the defects.
uh, I understand. Yeah, Ravi's role is to
The
identify.
sequence you need to plan it. You need to plan it. You can't impose it.
No, I'm
You
not
do this way or
imposing.
that way.
Yeah,
Huh?
but suppose that is the first case, Ravi. Suppose means my concern is that suppose Ravi want to perform the validated prediction on clean file. Suppose
Hmm.
I give the file and but my
Hmm.
means my model doing all the thing automatically means cleaning also he is done automatically. But means my question is Ravi have to upload this file to my model or manually he have to check in Excel my data is clean or not. That's fine.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Means
See, I want him to do repetitive test. Let it take its own time. See, one is in front of you, he will do testing. Offline also, he will do testing. He will learn different ways how to break the system also. Then he will come back and update also. Okay, what way he tested, what way it got failed also. Okay, his role is to identify the defects here. रवि आपको समझा है ना. अगर मैकेनिक व्हीकल देता है तो आपका काम क्या है. You need to brake that vehicle. Is it working rightly, wrongly? How the brakes are working? If you are going with 60 kilometers, back brake is working or vehicle is skidding. If vehicle is skidding, what happens? Tire need to be changed.
Yes, sir.
Like that, you need to develop your mind to break the system. In this scope of the testing, within this test case scope, you need to identify to break the things. But he is going to supply the data, wrong data, right data, wrong data, right data for every test case is not required here, because what he says is it is going to be a sequential order to test it. But in each test case, you need to identify with right data what you need to test it, with wrong data what you need to identify in that test case. See, Rahul, I got it, your sequence of testing as a development person. You are handling missing loan amount also, wrong data. If you have given, then you need to identify some flaws in this row. So then you need to identify handling missing applicant income also. Yes, that data also you need to identify in the wrong data. You need to get missing values in that field of the Excel sheet. So if you give one file wrong data, he will need to identify what are the other combinations he can put wrong pieces data and prepare the data. You are showing the way. This is the wrong data. This is the right data. Then he will improve upon on top of that. He will develop his own data sets, because you need to give as a developer some clue. Then if from there you need to take it. Now let us say mechanic का पास जाने के बाद the key is not working. Then he need to check in different ways, that mechanic first. After checking, he will rectify all the problems. He will tell Ravi sir, आपका vehicle ready है, check कर. Now what he is going to do? He is going to do all wrong right test also. Let us say if he has given only for kick issue, then petrol is there, oil is there. Then he need to check how it is passing, petrol or oil. Is there any blockage happened? Whether he cleaned the tubes, he is going to test it. Am I right, Ravi?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is the invisible testing from the mechanic. The same way he need to identify invisible tests also here among these test cases by taking your wrong file, wrong data file, right data file, by putting some missing values, by keeping some other values. There is a test strategy document. It is written there by ChatGPT. You need to study and identify that kind of things. You need to prepare his own data sets. First, you are going to show with the two files. Then you need to learn from that. After learning, you need to identify different ways to break the system. All the combinations it is given by ChatGPT. It is his will and wish what kind of data is going to take it, what kind of data is preparing it. रवि आपको समझा ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
What is your work now? Once Rahul demonstrated with right file and wrong file, what are you going to do?
Uh, Test the case step by step and checking
Uh,
uh,
if you see the document, 1 minute, let me share the document. आपको टेस्ट केसेस का टेम्पलेट मालूम हुआ ना कैसे बनाना? Okay,
yes, sir. Yes.
1 minute, let me share your strategy document. See, 1 minute. I think there is. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me. I opened two documents actually. 1 minute. Oh, this is the one, right? This is your document, right, Ravi?
Yes, sir.
Now you see here, uh, I'm talking to you only, not with Rahul. Rahul will give two files. That's all. After that, it is your baby. You need to plan for breaking. You see here, accept CSV input files. Validate the predictions are made for each report. Check if output match expected outcomes for test samples. This is positive testing purpose. Then validation testing. Ensure missing values are handled properly, filled or skipped. Let us say if you can prepare from his wrong data with some more fields with zeros or empty columns or something, that you need to plan it. Test data set for wrong testing, data set 1, data set 2, like that. You need to prepare different files yourself, like this. Okay. Then output validate testing, how it is going, error handling testing. All these you need to take it and prepare different data sets and run them sequentially one by one and identify each file how it is outputting the file. For each option, there is a data output. Am I right, Rahul? It creates output
No,
file.
means when I upload the data to the model with that particular app,
Hmm.
lastly means for each step it not generating any CSV. Means it take load, then it clean, then process that
No,
feature.
but I asked you to write the documentation. What is the input file? What is the output file for everything, right?
Ah, no, so input file is train data. Output file is a output file is that we can say the prediction value, predicted value.
No, predicted value you are getting final
Ha,
option from
that is
final
a
option, but
the,
each option you need to verify the output files also in the backend. What are the files it creates?
but
If it is
sir,
not creating, if it is not creating, how that particular program is taking forward the inputs in
because that the program is designed such a manner that step by steps in a means project process. First of all, after taking the input data, then it clean. After cleaning, it go to the automatically to the EDA. Then it go to the automatic to the feature engineering. So such a manner. There is no generation of exe file. For
did you generate flowchart?
I can generate flowchart for that.
No, 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 don't say I can. Whatever I gave you the
But
task,
you
did you do
but
that?
how but you know this
Mermid code.
no Mermaid code I'm not generated that till date. Yes.
No, no, no. You have to develop the documentation, right?
Oh,
First, you
okay.
need to give demonstration about your system with options, right? With
Ah,
menu driven, whatever we
yes.
discussed in the previous call. You complete that one also. But in the meanwhile, let Ravi understand the system by practicing with test data, and let him create his own test data also to break and identify defects. This is a training period for Ravi. It is not like on fly it will happen in testing. You need to learn how to break the system also, like test strategy document specifications are there as per them. Okay, but beginning you can also get ready for your demo, application demo.
On Saturday I am going to give.
Yeah, you get ready. Meanwhile, Ravi need to come up with his test data combinations. You supply the first two files to him offline, and one day you have a call with him and let him understand what it is also data, what fields you have kept it, wrong values, right values. You explain him. Then later you need to prepare different data sets for his testing. It is his job to prepare further data sets on the basis of the developer's data. Okay, Ravi, you got it right.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
First is going to give one demo to both of us, and after that, you need to understand and plan your test data with different combinations. Then you need to exercise the test in front of us offline, which is not a demo. If there is a correction required, we are going to tell you in your test performance, because you need to identify the defects at any cost. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes.
right? So that's all this call. Any other things? I'll stop recording because this is the thing you need it. One is how to prepare the test strategy from document, test cases template and results template. Then later on we discussed about how we should plan it. First Rahul is going to give the demo. After that you are going to show us what is your plan, how are you going to plan the test cases data with different data sets. Apart from Rahul's data, what additional data you have created, that you need to show. Then after that, you execute the test, show the defects in the same build. Okay, and Rahul need to give all the documentation, like a release documentation in a G drive before his demo.
Okay.
I discussed this one several times with Rahul since 3 weeks. Okay.